Have you ever noticed how the quietest person in the room always seems to know the most? The one who listens, the one who never interrupts, the one who smiles, but never quite reaches their eyes. Because sometimes the people who say the least are hiding the most. Tonight's story isn't about monsters in the dark or shadows creeping down hallways. It's about something far more unsettling. It's about friendship and what happens when you trust the wrong one. By the end of this story, you may never look at your quiet friends the same way again. This is a true horror story, shared by someone who learned far too late that silence can be dangerous. What starts as an ordinary friendship slowly transforms into something disturbing, something obsessive, something that doesn't reveal itself all at once, but creeps in quietly, piece by piece, until the fear feels unavoidable. There are no jump scares here, just the slow burn of paranoia and the realization that the person closest to you might also be the one watching you. So dim the lights, get comfortable, and remember this lesson as we begin. Never trust a quiet friend. Everyone remembers the first time they noticed him. Ethan. He transferred into our high school halfway through junior year. No announcement, no introduction. One day, he was just there, sitting in the back of the classroom, hands folded, eyes always lowered. He wasn't shy in the usual sense. He just didn't speak unless spoken to. And even then, his answers were short, careful, almost rehearsed. What's your name? Ethan. Where are you from? Here and there. That was usually all you got. Some people thought he was creepy. Others didn't notice him at all. But I did. I was always drawn to quiet people back then. I thought silence meant death. Thought it meant intelligence. Turns out I wasn't wrong. We became friends slowly. Group projects, sitting together at lunch, walking home after school. Ethan listened more than he talked. He laughed softly at the right moments. He never interrupted. And he remembered everything. Things I mentioned once, casually. Things I didn't even remember sharing. Your dad works nights, right? You hate thunderstorms. You sleep with your door locked. That last one stuck with me. I don't remember ever telling him that, but I brushed it off. Friends notice things. That's what friends do. At least that's what I told myself. But the strange part came later, when I realized Ethan wasn't just listening to me, he was watching. The first red flag didn't feel dramatic at the time. I canceled plans with him one night, told him I wasn't feeling well, said I was staying home. An hour later, my phone buzzed. Your bedroom light's still on. You sure you're sick? I stared at the message. My house faced the street, sure, but Ethan lived 3 blocks away. I laughed it off, told myself he was joking. He never replied. After that, things started going missing. A notebook from my backpack, a hoodie from my room, my spare house key. Each time, Ethan somehow knew exactly where to look. Did you check under your bed? Maybe you left it at school. You always lose things when you're stressed, and every time, he was right. Eventually, I asked him how he always seemed to know everything. He smiled. I pay attention, he said. Most people don't. The smile lingered longer than it should. Then, the dreams started. I dreamed someone was standing in my doorway, silent, motionless, watching me sleep. When I told Ethan about it, he tilted his head. Dreams usually come from real fears, he said. Maybe your mind knows something you don't. I didn't sleep well after that. Just when I convinced myself I was overthinking everything, what happened next changed everything. Ethan didn't show up to school one day. No text, no call, no warning. That alone was unsettling. Ethan never missed anything. After school, curiosity got the better of me. I walked to his house. It was old, paint peeling, curtains always drawn. I knocked, no answer. The door was unlocked. I should have turned around. I didn't. Inside, the house smelled stale, dusty, metallic. The air felt wrong, too still. A faint humming sound drifted from upstairs. His room was at the end of the hall. When I opened the door, my stomach dropped. The walls were covered in photographs, hundreds of them. Me walking home, me sitting in class, me talking to other friends, me sleeping captured through my bedroom window. Each photo had a date, a time, notes written underneath. Laughs more with them. Doesn't lock door on Tuesdays. Trusts me. Then I saw the notebook. My notebook. Every missing item I'd lost was there, neatly arranged like trophies. That's when the humming stopped. Footsteps sounded behind me. Ethan stood in the doorway, calm, unbothered. You weren't supposed to see this yet. He didn't yell. He didn't threaten me. He spoke like we were just catching up. He told me he'd never really had friends before, that watching people was easier than talking to them, that knowing someone completely meant they couldn't leave. You felt safe safe with me, he said. That part was real. I asked him why. He smiled. Because you never noticed, and I needed to know what it felt like to matter. I ran. He didn't chase me. That was the most terrifying part. The police were called. Ethan vanished. No arrest, no trace. When they searched the house, everything was gone. The photos, the notes, the notebook, like he'd never existed. Except he did, because sometimes, late at night, my phone still buzzes. Unknown number. You still lock your door, right? It's been years now. I don't overshare anymore. I double-check locks. I trust slowly. And when someone quiet starts paying a little too much attention, I walk away. Because silence isn't always harmless. Sometimes it's just hiding intent. Tonight's story is a reminder that not all danger announces itself. Some danger listens, some danger waits, and some danger calls itself your friend. If you want more stories like this, true horror, unsettling mysteries, and psychological nightmares that linger long after the video ends, like the video, subscribe, and stay with the channel. And if you're brave enough to watch the next one, because the quiet ones are always watching. Good night.